Hey everybody, Jeff Marples, GPK Luxury Real Estate San Francisco. Wanted to talk to you just real briefly. A lot of people have been asking, especially agents have been asking me what's going on with this market. Typically, we would have these benchmark days, right? In fall, we have Labor Day. In the wintertime, coming out of wintertime, we have Super Bowl Sunday, right? Right after that, that's when we expect a lot of inventory to come on. And that's basically what happened this past September. Everybody is waiting for people to come back from August break, and we're waiting for Labor Day. Sure enough, there is a lot of inventory out there, but where are the buyers? Buyers are still sort of out and about. I don't know where they're at. Realistically, though, however, where have we been for 3 weeks? We've had gorgeous, gorgeous weather every single weekend of September. So I understand. I think really what's happening is people are just enjoying their lives. They're doing their things in the city. And really remember, sometimes in the city, looking at real estate is a great pastime when it's crappy weather outside, right? What are you going to do? You're going to look at, open houses. But when it's fabulous, beautiful weather out like we've had these last 3 weekends, yeah, people are just like, oh, I'm just going to go to the ball game, enjoy life. So I get it. I think what you also have is kind of a glut of real estate that's in the marketplace. And I wanted to show you, look at my San Francisco Condomania website. I am absolutely blessed that I have some amazing web developers, and I run one of the best condo websites in the city of San Francisco, or my partners actually run it, but I'm sort of the face of it. And basically, I wanted to share it with you because the Condomania website, we have it all delineated. And one of the things that I noticed today, because I was wondering, look at, well, let's go back. I want to see exactly where I'm going to go by district, right? I want to show you, look at the South of Market area. Look at all of the listings. When we're coming down here, south of Market, now, south of Market, it's really South Beach as well. Remember that we have so much inventory. I got to sort of delineate it a little bit. 243 condos currently on the market in and around that general area. I can tell you that there's a lot of inventory in certain buildings, just like Lumina, One Rincon. Some of those buildings are sort of slow to turn over. But when you look at some of these other neighborhoods, some of the older historic neighborhoods of the city, as well as over in Marin County, you know, if you're pricing things right, it's going to sell. Because realistically, if somebody wants to buy into, Russian Hill, Pacific Heights, they're really sort of neighborhood bound. They want to live there to experience the lifestyle there. Just like at Tiburon, Mill Valley, they want to be there, right? So really what it comes down to is like, what's going on in the marketplace? Well, I think personally, we have a lot going on in there. We've got great weather that's sort of hurting us, but I think, as the weather sort of turns gloomy, people will come back. So I'm not too worried about it. Sellers, just be patient out there, right? Buyers, though, however, especially in South Beach, well, hey, if there's a lot of inventory and it's just kind of sitting, you know that you have to be aggressive because no seller's going to raise their hand and say, oh, I'll sell it for half my price, right? You have to be aggressive and you have to try to push that price down. But that just comes down to, what the unit is and what building and all of that. Is it priced right and all of that? Um, but I also think what we have is, look, we have a Fed that is still a pro growth. We've got, financial analysts that, because I listen to a lot of financial news, they still are not convinced we're going into a recession. So please, you got to remember who you're listening to, especially if you listen to the Main Street media. Really, who's talking about what? Because, everybody's got their agenda, right? So, but from a financial analyst point of view, that's why I listen to the financial news. You know, those are the people that are really going to put a peg on it. A lot of people are still on the fence if we're going to a recession. The other news that I saw just yesterday, the GDP for the second quarter is 2%. Yeah, it's not 3%, but it still shows that our economy is still moving forward. Yes, if we can get around this election cycle and the crazy narrative that's going on around it, and the tax or the trade war that's going on, that's impacting things, and it's also, I think, putting the scare on consumer confidence. But really, when it comes down to it, from a real estate point of view, remember, as I said before, typical recessions, people pull out of equities and they get into real estate because it's a safe harbor, right? So at this point, you're sort of saying, look, there's a lot of inventory out there. Interest rates are absolutely amazing still. Is now a time to strike? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't be a sheep if I were you. I think that there's opportunity in this marketplace, and you have to make your opportunity happen. So I just wanted to leave you with that. We're still in a strong real estate market, but I think it's much more balanced now than it has been for a while, which I think is great. And at the end of the day, it's San Francisco. I went to the God, what is it? The San Francisco Business Times. There was a meeting on Tuesday morning with all the big developers. The Tishman Speyer, all these big developers. And then I'm going through the newspaper just this morning. There are so many construction projects that are currently under construction or approved. Those developers still have their foot on the pedal, guys. So take this as a little blurb. If you've been in real estate as long as I have, back in 2003, a little bit of a dip. That's when we bought our first property. And, that's where we took the wave up. So make your opportunity, guys. If you're out there and you're looking to buy, don't be a sheep. Look for the opportunity and drive those prices down. Sellers, if you have a really good product and it's standalone and it's justified, just be patient. You might have to just be patient longer than you want to, but if it's one of these one-off units that's just spectacular, I've got one at the Brandon right now. It's a great unit. It's just a matter of time, especially for anything above $2 million. It's just going to take a little bit of time, guys. So with regards to that, I just want to say, make sure if you're in the market, if you ever need a great resource, just want to tool around, go to the San Francisco Condomania website. Is my stealth website. I do not push it out except for right now. But also follow me on my Instagram, especially if you like cars. My Facebook. I also have a new website, San Francisco Luxury Real Estate, or Luxury Real San Francisco Real Estate. I'm sorry. Uh, but please let me know if I could do anything for you. And I'm always here. I hope this information is helpful. And you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching.